Hey guys, BrickWizard59 here, and today I'm coming at you with yet another LEGO Star Wars minifigure comparison review. And today we have it on Emperor Palpatine. So I know I haven't done a LEGO Star Wars minifigure comparison in some time, but this is definitely quite an exciting one here. As you can see, we have all 4 Emperor Palpatine minifigures ever released. And just on a side note, I'm not going to be including the one from the I believe it's Emperor Palpatine's arrest, because that technically isn't Emperor Palpatine, that's Chancellor Palpatine. And then also, I'm not going to be including the hologram version, even though, because this is not technically a minifigure. But here we have our 4 Emperor Palpatines, which have been released from 2000 all the way to present day 2016. But without further ado, let's get a look. So first off, we're going to just start off going through each one and in terms of the year they were released. So first off, we have the Emperor Palpatine from left to right. On the very left, we have the Emperor Palpatine from the Imperial Shuttle and Final Duel 1, and that was back from 2000 to 2002. Then in the second, we have the Emperor Palpatine from Imperial Inspection in 2005, which is probably the rarest of the 4. Then we have Emperor Palpatine from the Death Star and Emperor Palpatine's Shuttle in 2008 to 2010. And finally, we have the Emperor Palpatine from the Star Wars Dark Side book and the Final Duel set in 2015. But without further ado, let's take an individual look at each of these figs, and then we'll do our comparison. Alright, so the first Emperor Palpatine, once again, is from 2000 to 2002. And even for back in the day, this was some excellent torso printing, as we'll actually take a closer look there. So you can see definitely a lot of intricate detailing with the actual robe of Palpatine. You can see, of course, he does not have any leg printing or hand printing. And then he also has no back printing, as seen there. As back in the day, they did not really have back printing for many of these figures. And then you have the face, and if you're wondering why it's yellow, because this was when LEGO used to only use yellow headpieces, so they did not make the transition into the colored headpieces until 2003. But this actually does look a little bit scary. I do understand it is the printing wasn't as great, but I feel like this isn't the best representation, as it does look a little bit creepy, but that's again just my opinion. But it was a pretty decent figure, especially back in the day. So that's Emperor Palpatine version 1. Alright, so the second minifigure here is Emperor Palpatine from 2005. And this is actually pretty much the exact same minifigure as our previous version, except now the face is colored. But as we get a closer look here, you can see he has the exact same torso detailing as seen there. And now there are 2 different versions. Some sets include him with light bluish gray hands, while others with black. So there are different versions of this figure, but he was only available in that one set. And therefore he is definitely quite expensive, going for around $30+ on Bricklink. But here's just a quick look at back here to the front. We'll of course remove the hood, take a look at the headpiece, which you can see is exactly the same as our previous, and we'll do a bit of a comparison in just a bit. But anyways, that's Emperor Palpatine from 2005. And the next minifigure here is Emperor Palpatine from the Death Star, as well as Emperor Palpatine's Shuttle. And this is when they really made that step up, really improved that printing. And this is probably my favorite minifigure of the 4. You could see he has some excellent robe detailing, as they ended up fixing that. And then he does not have any leg or back printing, as seen there. But he does have a excellent headpiece, which we'll once again take a look at, as I'll remove the hood here. But that's definitely a very nice headpiece. This really captures Emperor Palpatine pretty well, as I'm quite sure this is actually a bit more accurate to the new trilogy Emperor Palpatine, and the next one we'll see is more accurate to the original trilogy. but definitely this is one of the outstanding figures, especially of Emperor Palpatine. And the final minifigure here is Emperor Palpatine from 2015. And once again, this minifigure isn't as much different compared to the last one, with the main thing being they changed the skin color. And now this minifigure is actually more accurate to the original trilogy Emperor Palpatine, where he has a bit of a dark, like yellowish tan type of color. And I definitely like this figure. You could see, of course, he actually has leg printing, which definitely looks very good. The torso, once again, is somewhat similar. He does not have any of the arm printing, and I'm pretty sure he has, no back printing as well. But moving back to the front, we just take a quick look at that headpiece, which I definitely think looks quite outstanding. You can see it really captures, this is a more of a evil type of Palpatine, and he does have a second face where he's a bit more happy. But that is Emperor Palpatine from the final duel. Alright, here's just a quick look at the two originals side by side, and as you can see, they are definitely the same, except the one on the right has the colored head, and he of course has the darkened facial features. And here are the two newer versions side by side, and you can see definitely a lot more improvement, as I said before. The torso printing is somewhat similar, but is of course more detailed on the newer version. And the headpiece color is different once again, and I definitely do like them both, but I do still prefer this Death Star one over the newer one. And here's just a quick look at all of them side by side, just so you can get a bit of a better look at how Emperor Palpatine has improved over the last 16 years. And here's one final look at all of them side by side. So that's gonna do it for this review. Definitely it was quite fun collecting all these minifigures. Now I didn't go too much into prices during the actual comparison, so I'll just quickly go over that now. This minifigure here goes for around $13 on Bricklink. This one going from $25 to $35 on Bricklink. This one going for around $12, $13, and this one around $15. So they aren't the cheapest figures in the world, but they aren't insanely expensive. And definitely it's going to be quite exciting to see how the Emperor improves over the years to come. So definitely not as much variation among the figs, but that is of course because Emperor wears very similar clothes in quite a few of the movies. But that's pretty much going to do it for this review. And lastly, I thought I'd just show you the Emperor in the hologram. And he is actually supposed to be the representation of this minifigure in hologram form. But anyways, that's going to do it for this review. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Tell me down in the comments what is your favorite of these four, as I definitely like to hear about it. Do you have any of these? If so, which ones? You can again put all of that down in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. This is BrickWizard59. Stay tuned for more minifigure comparisons coming in the future of mainly Mace Windu, Yoda, and Count Dooku. And stay tuned for more videos again coming soon. So this is BrickWizard59, and I'll see you all next time.